So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. In the last video, you would have seen I introduced the new channel project. It's a new mini-series, not going to be a big project, so don't worry. You're not going to be flooded with loads of Polo content. But as promised, we have new parts to fit. They aren't some of the bigger mods. I would have liked to get the bonnet done, but we are still waiting on the wrap for that. Because like I said, we are going to actually wrap that bonnet. I think that's the best option for it. But yes, we are going to be fitting these parts today. Before we do that though, the car is daily driven, so it is filthy at the minute. I am looking to potentially try and save this headlight as well today. Obviously don't want to do that on a dirty car. Without further ado, let's get these parts out of the way. And let's get to giving this car a quick clean. So now the car is clean and majority dry. I didn't go too in depth with it because I want to get to fit in the parts. But first, as you can see, now the car is clean, that these two headlights are completely different. This one is actually really good. It's very clear. This one is a lot worse for wear. So I do have very limited supplies. Don't have a DA, don't have anything like that. I'm just gonna do it by hand. Don't have a restoration kit. I'll just have some compound, some polish, and we're gonna see what we can do with the headlight. So let's grab that and see what we can do. So I was actually wrong. I don't have a compound. I thought I did. I literally only have a polish. This is not recommended. I might need to buy the actual headlight restoration kit for this. Nonetheless, polish should actually eliminate some fine swells and scratches on paint. So I'm gonna see what it does with this headlight. Probably won't do much, I'll be honest, but it's worth a try. I'm gonna leave the camera in the same position. We'll get some good before and afters if it does do anything, but it's worth a try while we're here. If I'm being completely honest, the full car could do with a full-on detail because some of the swells and scratches on this paint are absolutely ridiculous. So if any of you detailers out there fancy a challenge, hit me up because this Polo will definitely be a challenge to make it look good. Like I say, this will be better with a DA. I don't have any of that, so I'm just gonna give this a go by hand. It might need a couple of passes to be honest. But let's see if that's done anything at all. You know what? Might be being a bit delusional, but I think that has actually improved. So we'll try a couple of passes with this and see if it does actually help. I'm not going to do this so we can see a clear comparison. So we're going to go in for a second pass now, because I might be being crazy, but I do think this is actually helping. Could wet sand it, but I don't have any fine grit sandpaper, so obviously it's not worth it. And without a DA, I don't feel comfortable doing that. I do just need to invest in more detailing products really, because I clean cars that often. I just need to get some more tools and products. But we're broke out here, trying to make this YouTube thing work. If it does, then yes, I will do it. If it takes off more, then of course I'll buy more things. For the minute, your boy can't be affording all that. So let's go for pass now, number 2. Right, if I stand back, I do actually think that is helping quite a lot. Now, it's not great, but I do actually think that's working. So I'm going to do a couple more passes with this polish to get this smaller one done, and I'll come back to you guys when I'm done, and hopefully we can see some decent results. You know what? For a bit of a bodge, I'd say that actually worked okay. Kept the camera in the same spot, so I'll throw some before and afters up to see the actual difference now. In my eyes, I think there is a difference, but I have just been staring at it, so you guys let me know. If you're using the incorrect product, not having a DA, doing it by hand, and how bad this headlight was, I think that's actually worked quite well, to be honest. Looking from the front of the car, the two front headlights look relatively similar now. So yeah, that is fix one done on the Polo. This one should actually change the appearance of the car a fair bit. No, it's not the bonnet yet. That is coming, as I've said. But if you join me down here, then we can see these number plates are completely perished. So the first package comes in the form of number plates. So thanks to Quick Plates, we got these plates very quick. They've actually been sat in my house waiting to be fitted. The dog actually got a hold of the corner. But nonetheless, let's get these plates fitted. These old ones just look perished. The rears are actually okay, to be honest. They're just a bit grimy and rusted. So let's get these plates opened. Have a look at these fresh plates. Now I don't think this comes with adhesive. I don't have any, so I am actually going to have to re-screw these number plates into the car. Wouldn't usually like doing it. I'd like to use the adhesive strips, but I don't have any, so we're just gonna have to screw it. It's not the end of the world. I will try and retain these screw holders on these number plates just to make sure it doesn't look too bad. But yeah, let's get to fitting these new plates. Before we put the new plates on, we need to get the old ones off, so let's do that first. And there we have it. The plate is off. These did actually have a few adhesive strips by the looks of it on the back. That's fine. So I'm going to quickly clean this up now, because you should always clean behind them when you take them off. And we'll get the new ones installed. I do actually have, from just doing general work around the house and stuff, some of these white keycaps, which I might actually try and just install on either edge of the number plate instead. I think if that goes on there, like that, that should actually look okay. What I'm going to do, just to ensure it is done properly, I'm going to measure halfway on each point, drill through just so we can get it in the right spot on the car. It's handy that both side letters are H's, so I'm going to quickly drill 2 small holes just so we have a little bit of a guide point. One thing you shouldn't forget to do, so you don't have any residue on the plate itself, is take this adhesive off. That's the fresh plate. Just so that's straight. And there you have a fresh number plate. Now this front plate is done. If you join me around the back of the car, we can get on with the rear plate. So now you join me at the rear of the car, where someone thought it was a good idea to put 4 screws in this number plate, because clearly they didn't want it going anywhere. So I'm going to try and save these 2 black holders because they look relatively new. These are all rusted and crusted, as you can see. So I'm going to take these ones off first, get these ones off gently, and we're going to try and retain those. Like I say, we want to try and retain. We want to try and retain these as much as possible. I think I should be able to do so. There's the cap. There we go. These might be quite hard to take out, I can't lie, because they're so rusty. Yeah, that's not going to be fun. Oh dear. Right, so those 2 are out. These ones look like they're rusted on there. Oh, that's going to be fun. I'm going to get those off. Let's see if I can break the heads off them. There we go. Plate should just come off unless it's adhesive down. There we go. Plate gone. Now that plate can go in the bin. Get this lined up, get these holes drilled, and then we'll have a fresh rear plate. On yellow plates, it's even more satisfying. And just like that, the rear number plate is installed. Now, while I'm at the back of the car, I do actually have a set of plate lights, which is our next package for the day. So I don't know how well these are going to fit, if they are even going to fit. I know a lot of the VAG stuff is universal. Don't know about these lights though, but nonetheless, we're going to try and get these installed. So we've got plate light, ballast and plug. Let's get this plugged in. We just feed this back in there. There we go. If I just grab you guys and bring you down here, you'll see. So we've got, this is the new LED one, whereas this is the old halogen light here. I'll get that one changed now, but these should be a lot brighter. There's a second one out, so if we pop this out, this will go straight into the OEM connector, just like that. We have two plate lights installed. So there we have it. We have the brand new rear plate, we have the two new rear plate lights and the front plate installed. So now we're going to switch the lights on so you can see, one, if these work, and two, how much brighter they actually are when they do work. That's what I'm talking about. As you can clearly see, they are so much brighter. So in terms of the exterior, just on the front plates, the rear plate lights. In terms of the other exterior mods slash fixes, we are waiting on parts. One has literally just arrived, it's in the house now. That'll be in the next video. We also then need to just hop on the interior because there are a few bits we need to sort. So I'll meet you guys in there and we'll get those bits sorted. So as we went over in the previous video, we have the interior, which is looking very tired and very saggy. So all we need is a little wrap tool, don't know what they're called. It's like a little fabric tool just so we can push the fabric back up, and some simple spray adhesive. So literally all I'm going to do is spray some spray adhesive on this, bring the fabric back up, tuck it back in, and hopefully it should sort itself out. So that's the door card now done. Didn't turn out as well as I'd liked it to be honest. I say it could be a lot better. It has fixed the issue. It is better than it was. If I was to do it again, I would just retrim the whole door card, probably strip it down, do that whole little section, just like an Alcantara fabric or something. I can still do that if that's something you'd want to see. Let me know down below. As you'll see, I've got this trim tool in my hand. The next part to fix is actually for the other side of the car, but it's the window roller handle. So they're obviously the same on both sides. It comes in a pack of two, so I'm just going to change both of them. On the other side, the roller is actually broken. So every time we're at a drive-through, every time we're at a car park, it's a mission to get the door down and it just needs replacing. So simply, I believe these are just pop them off, pop the new one back on. But let's grab the parcel, get it unboxed and get that sorted. So we have the parcel here. Let's get this opened. They're Febby parts. Should be a decent part then. So obviously we've got both. Don't believe they're specific to left and right, but I'll have a look. There we have it. And looking at the part, it does look like it literally just pops off and on. Be a brand new, fresh new one of the exact same part. Simply, I believe you have to do this. There you go. As easy as that. So I assume to get the new one on, do the exact same thing in reverse. So pop that on. And then we have a new window roller. Let's jump over the other side and get the actual broken one fixed. So it's a bit of a funky angle with the way the car's parked. You guys will now see that this one is obviously the broken one, as there's no roller handle to actually roll the window. So let me hop in, slide that off, slide this one up, pop that on in the same or similar position. And now there is a working window. There we have it. That is like the smaller fixes slash mods done on the car. We have one more fix slash mod to do, and it's probably the most effective thing to do when restoring, cleaning, just fixing up an old car. And you probably guessed it, that would be the floor mats. Now for the interior, these floor mats, like I say, they're a lot better than the ones in the car because these are probably the OEM ones. They get used daily, they're trodden on, they've got mud on them from walking the dog, from going to work, everything like that. They are just completely destroyed. These are much needed. They're a much nicer fabric. They're black stitch around the outside. Should make the car feel a lot nicer inside as well. Now, this is a very difficult install. All you've got to do is take the old ones out and put the new ones in. Jokes aside, let's get these floor mats in because the last thing for today, you're going to see the before and afters. The old ones in there are absolutely terrible. So let's get this done and we can close the video up and you guys can look forward to the next video because that's where we'll be doing the bonnet and a few other little things. Before I put these actually in the car, I want to do a true comparison, just to show you obviously the new ones compared to the old ones. Yeah, just look at the difference. So let's get this old crusty one out of the way. Let's get these fresh new ones unboxed and bagged. I don't know what you'd say really. This will go on the bottom of it. That'll clip in together and that'll hold it. So in the car, you've got a little bit that comes through. Switch that and it tightens it in and it's done. So we'll start with the driver's side, the most important one. Well guys, that is it. That is the last mod slash fix for today's episode. So we've got a few smaller things done. Apologies it wasn't a big thing. I was waiting on parts. One of them just arrived. I'm waiting on a few more things which will be in next video, I promise you. But I think the small bits we did today make the car look a bit less scrapyard. This bonnet will be a main thing which will be sorted as soon as possible. I have the wrap now, it literally arrived today. So we'll get that sorted in the next episode. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Just to recap, we got the plates done, front and rear. We polished up this headlight a little bit, which I do think it looks quite a bit better. We then did the floor mats on the inside. We did the interior fabric, the new door handle rollers, the plate lights themselves. I don't know if I just said that, maybe I did. But in terms of the bigger things, like I say, we didn't get any done in today's episode. This is the second episode, there will be a third, potentially a fourth as well. If you guys enjoyed this content, I don't know, none of it's gone up yet. Yeah, like I say, let me know what you guys want to see with this car. I don't know whether I'm going to go all out on this build. If you guys are enjoying it, I will literally go all out. I'll show car this car, I'll stance this car. Whatever you guys want to see me do, I will do to this car. If the content doesn't do well, I'm not going to throw a load of money at it. It's pointless. Because yes, I am saving it from the scrap yard. But at the end of the day, it is just a cheap car. It's not going to be anything crazy. I'd rather throw the money into some content you guys do want to see. So if it's not this content, let me know what you guys do want to see. I do enjoy the wash videos. I do plan to make more of those. We have a few more cars that are coming to the channel very soon. I'm thinking maybe do 1 or 2 of those a month. Enough of me rambling. That is it for today's video. Don't forget, as always, make sure you drop a like, drop a comment. New video every single Sunday at 5 PM. So if you're liking this content, make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video. So from me and this slightly less scrappy Polo now, I'll catch you guys in the next one.